Imagine an island that only appears once every 7 years. An island so real it was drawn on maps for centuries. Yet, no one can find it today. Sailors chased it. Legends praised it. Some even claimed to step foot on it. This is the mystery of Hy-Brasil, the phantom island of the Atlantic. In Irish folklore, Hy-Brasil was no ordinary land. It was the land of the blessed, a place of beauty, wisdom, and abundance. Some called it Tír na nÓg, the land of eternal youth. Others whispered of a paradise, where truth reigned, and where mortals could live free from sorrow. The first recorded appearance of Hy-Brasil came in 1325, on the charts of Angelino Dulcert. He was a 14th century cartographer who worked in the western Mediterranean. He provided detailed mapping of the Mediterranean, Black Sea, and parts of the Atlantic. The chart is amongst the first known maps to depict Atlantic islands such as the Canaries and Madeira. It's hard to make out on it, but we can see he included a large island just off the coast of Ireland, which he labelled Brasil. Over the following centuries, it appeared again and again. For sailors, its existence was beyond question. They believed it was real. The Catalan Atlas of 1375 includes the mythical island of Hy-Brasil. It was created by Abraham Crescas from Mallorca, Spain. He produced a map for King Charles V of France. The map is a significant example of medieval cartography and is known for its detailed depiction of the world as it was for that time. The Catalan Atlas was essential for maritime trade and exploration, providing accurate depictions of coastlines and navigational information. So why would they include Hy-Brasil if it was subject to mythology rather than fact at this time? The Piri-Reis map of 1513, created by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer himself. It is notable for its depiction of the Atlantic Ocean, including parts of Europe and North Africa. And once again, we see a large island off the coast of Ireland. It's noted that he did not explore all these lands himself. Rather, he compiled information from many sources. And according to his own notes, Piri drew off information from Old Portuguese, Spanish, and Arab charts, as well as oral reports from sailors. Somewhere within his research, he saw information of an island named Brasil, off the coast of Ireland, and he felt the source was proof enough that the island existed. Another map in 1570, created by Abraham Ortelius, shows us a clear depiction of the island, Brasil. He was the first person to draw Ireland in an accurate detail, in the shape of the teddy bear we know today. With accuracy like that, it's interesting that he also included the island, Hy-Brasil. He based it on Irish folklore and legends that described the phantom island appearing off the coast of Ireland. This was the same for Gerardus Mercator's map in 1595. The Flemish geographer and cartographer included the island due to its popular folklore and stories, from sailors who would claim to seen and even visited the island. The presence of Hy-Brasil constantly showing up on maps inspired numerous expeditions attempting to locate the island. And in the late 15th century, as Europe set its sights on discovery, Hy-Brasil became a target for explorers. Records show that in 1480 and 1481, expeditions left Bristol, determined to find the island. The first known attempt was in 1480 by John Jay Jr., but it was unsuccessful. And in 1481, two ships, the George and the Trinity, were sent out, but whether they found the island is unknown. Stories multiplied. Some swore they had glimpses of the island in the distance, clear as day, only to see it vanish. Others claimed to land upon it, and in 1674, Captain John Nesbitt allegedly found Hy-Brasil, a place of black rabbits, fertile lands, and a wizard in a stone castle. The tale, later revealed as satire, only deepened the island's legend. Another story from 1684 told of an Irishman named Morrow O'Lee, who spent 2 days there. He described familiar landmarks of Ireland visible from its shores, as if Hy-Brasil lay just beyond the veil of the known world. But as the centuries passed, Hy-Brasil began to fade from the charts, and by the 19th century it disappeared entirely. A discovery in 1862 of a submerged shoal, the Porcupine Bank, laying 200 kilometres west of Ireland, offered a possible explanation. Perhaps sailors had mistaken it for land, or remembered a time when lower sea levels left more visible terrain. The legend of Hy-Brasil inspired countless theories. Many Irish folklore stories surround fog as a mysterious weather, such as the Tuatha De Danann, who arrived from their ships surrounded by fog, and how the fairies that are exiting their fairy forts only when fog is landing on the ground in Ireland. For a while, its favoured story was that it was a real land lost to the rising sea levels after the Ice Age, but modern geologists state that if this were the case, it would have been found already, even though only 20% of the Atlantic seabed has been mapped. Some romantics even linked it to Atlantis, the lost civilization of Plato. And in modern times, the mystery only deepened. The infamous Rendlesham Forest UFO incident in 1980. One witness claimed to receive binary code coordinations, pointing directly to Hy-Brasil's supposed location. The Rendlesham Forest UFO incident is often called Britain's Roswell. Several US Air Force personnel stationed in RAF Woodbridge reported strange lights, a landed craft, and physical effects in the forests for over 2 nights. One of the main witnesses was Staff Sergeant Jim Peniston. He reported that during his close encounter, he touched the landed triangular craft, and when he touched it, he said he experienced a telepathic download of information, streams of binary code, ones and zeros, flooding his mind. He later wrote these down in a notebook, and decades later, the binary code pages became public. When researchers and computer specialists translated the binary code, they claimed it produced coordinations. One key coordinate supposedly pointed to Hy-Brasil. Other coordinations from the binary code supposedly marked ancient or mystical significance, such as the pyramids of Giza and Sedona in the Arizona. Although Peniston's binary code is heavily skepticized, and some claim that he fabricated the entire thing. If it were true, could this be the beacon from another world, showing us a doorway to the unknown? In the end, Hy-Brasil may never have existed, and yet its story endures. A blend of cartography, folklore, and human imagination. It reminds us of an age when vast proportions of the world were shrouded by mystery, and when the horizon itself was a frontier of wonder.